You are listening to 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to another fantastic edition of 5 Star Wrestling Podcast, baby! That's right. It's your host, Eddie Valiant, and with me are two very disappointed jerks. That's right. Introduce yourselves.
This is JJ, and look who we have back this week. Oh my god. There's a ghost.
It's the Afterman.
Hello.
It's a ghost. Devin has arrived.
Devin is back.
He's eating Buffalo Wild Wings. His mouth is full right now.
Shout outs to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us.
Shout out. Shout outs
Shout
every
out.
week.
That's it. And speaking of shout outs,
Until they
I've got
sponsor
some.
us.
I know, right? Well, speaking of shout outs, I've got some announcements to make.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Congratulations to Adam Cole on becoming the brand new NXT champion.
Yeah. Fuck you.
All right. Well, anyways.
We were there.
Yeah,
It's
we were
true.
there.
We were that 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
Are we getting
was
to
in
that at a
Connecticut.
different
We will.
point?
We will.
Okay.
No, I like Adam Cole, so I don't mind as much, but fuck him.
This rebel heart is broken.
Yeah, hey, it happens.
Okay.
I'll show you gay.
I want to congratulate Dean Ambrose on becoming the brand new IWGP United States champion as he defeated Juice Robinson.
Oh, he did not keep it juicy this week.
I know, right?
Oh my god. No,
Juicy
no
Josh
juice.
is a little disappointed.
A little bit. I mean,
Drop
I'm
the
glad
juice.
that he has new shorts now.
Ambrose got the best of him. Moxley, whatever.
Yeah, come on, Devin. Keep
And
up.
then Juice cut his dreads off.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's why he lost.
Would you like
That's what I'm
if
saying. It's like Samson.
Not juicy.
off-topic question? Would you like if Orange Cassidy and Juice Robinson formed a tag team called Orange Juice?
Yes,
Dude, that would be
actually.
amazing.
But
Just
wait,
spitballing here.
Ed prefers apples now, doesn't he?
That's true. Speaking of, so I'm going to just say this. Last night, Juicy Josh and I were at Beyond Wrestling's Uncharted Territory, Episode 10.
Great episode, by the way.
Shout out to Beyond Wrestling.
Let me just mention some of the wrestlers that were there. Josh Briggs, Josh Alexander, Orange Cassidy, the former Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears, Dickinson,
Filthy
John-
Tom Lawler.
John Silver.
Yeah. Cold Steel, Chuck O'Neal.
Yeah, it was a good event.
Yeah, it was really good. And shout out to a brand new listener that we met at Beyond Wrestling. Shout out to Brian.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you.
Brian Rogers?
No.
No.
Why would that be a new listener?
I know, he's a current
You've
listener.
been here. He's been on the podcast.
See, this is what happens when you take 2 weeks off, Devin.
Does this Brian have hair?
No.
He does.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad,
Oh,
man.
And an
fuck, you
epic
two
beard.
both have no idea.
Wait, let me just
Wait, are we talking about Brian Rogers? Or...
No.
Better beard than Rogers.
Whoa, boy!
So, so that was a fun night. And I apparently Orange Cassidy, when he was fighting Ty Dillinger or Sean Spears, whatever you want to call him, he took his jacket off and he was wearing a shirt that said, "I prefer apples."
No,
And-
and then, guess who he gave it to?
Well, Orange Cassidy removed it from Sean Spears. I just basically reached my hand out as he was kind of swinging the shirt, and he threw it right to me. So now I own a shirt from Ty Dillinger.
That no one else can buy. That's
true.
That's for that match.
That's it. So that was
Fine,
pretty
sell
cool.
Sell it. We'll buy a whole sound room and
We'll buy a house.
do this professionally.
I know, right?
This is professional. We're in a basement.
True. Good point.
True.
We're wrestling fans in a basement. We're the
That's where we belong.
Yeah, no kidding.
our Mecca.
I want to give everybody. I want to give this company a little bit of a shout out. I don't know much about them. They're called Pro Wrestling Eve. They're the Riot Girls of Wrestling. As everybody knows, there's a wrestling event happening on Friday with the WWE, and as you know, women are not allowed to fight on the card. So this company is throwing a free show live on Facebook. It's all women. It's an alternative to kind of show the WWE a big fuck you, and that we're not going to take it.
Speaking of the women, last night they did a good job last night too. I forgot to mention that. Hope Solo. What's
Of course
her
you
name?
did, you
Solo
sexist.
Darling.
Solo Darling. did a
Alley
cool-
Cat.
I almost called her Hope Solo with the soccer player, but she did a cool suplex off the top rope onto the floor. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty badass.
It's just one-on-one, or was it like
No, it was a tag team match.
Okay,
Onto the other
good. I
girls,
was going to
yeah.
say, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
They killed each other.
Yeah,
And
right.
she brought her dog too. That was cool.
That was pretty cool. But anyways, if you want to check out this company, It's on Facebook.com/Eve Wrestling. That's EVE Wrestling. Check it out. And here's the moment we've all been waiting for. You can follow us on
That was the
Twitter.
worst fucking drum
That
I've
was the
ever
worst
heard.
drum roll. You can follow us on Twitter at 5_star podcast.
Is that the number 5?
That's the number 5,
Not the letter 5?
not the letter 5.
Is there a letter 5?
No.
Okay, but you don't.
But you don't spell it out.
Okay. So it's
And you
number
can
5.
number 5. And you can follow us on Facebook at 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
5-star, like the number 5?
Yes, you spell it out.
Oh, you spell it out this time.
Spell it
Okay.
out this
Oh,
time.
My bad. All right.
And,
I'll get it right one day.
One day, eventually.
Maybe the 100th episode.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And then you can also look us up on YouTube. For those of you that do not have Spotify, you can find us on YouTube. Just look up 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
But you can't see us, so.
But you can listen to it, at least.
Yeah, hear my voice.
Right?
Gross.
Keep it juicy.
Keep it juicy.
Want to just send out some happy
Devin, you missed
birthdays.
this.
He
Oh,
does.
we got birthdays this week?
You got birthdays this
Is
week.
it Devin's birthday?
It is not Devin's
Oh.
birthday.
It's almost Juicy Josh's birthday.
It is
It's
almost
true.
my birthday.
True.
7/7.
So we want to wish a happy birthday to Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
ODB,
Yeah.
Mick Foley,
Yeah.
Howard Finkel,
Yeah.
Liv Morgan,
Yeah.
Deanna Purrazzo,
Yeah.
What?
Mark Henry,
Yeah.
What?
Jerry Lynn,
Yeah.
What?
and the man who likes to photobomb your photos when you're at conventions. He likes to sign shit that does not belong to him. I am talking about the one and only Virgil.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is all I have
Uh-huh.
for announcements. And now it is time for Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT TakeOver.
Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! Oh, we're gonna keep it extra fucking juicy this week, Devin.
Hell yeah.
You fucking missed me, didn't you?
Yeah,
oh
you
my
did.
god, the top 5
I
moments.
saw you Saturday.
Devin, you haven't seen me in weeks. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was at TakeOver.
No, you weren't.
Bro, I drove 2.5 hours there.
I think we were sitting next to each other, but
Yes, we actually were. You were Tindering it up.
no, I
I
don't
seen
Tinder.
it.
I don't Tinder.
What was it then?
It was Bumble.
Oh, fuck me, right? Fucking idiot.
It's not much better though.
It's better.
Find me on Bumble.
Well, they
Find him on Bumble, Juicy_Josh_8 inches.
That's my new one.
That's your username.
So just to throw it out there, they set up a cafe, I think in New York, called the Bumble Cafe. So for all the Bumble users, they can feel safe by going there.
That seems
My
awful.
God.
Yeah, it does
Josh
seem
is
awful.
going this weekend.
That sounds really lonely to me. I don't know.
I think so.
How's it lonely if it's only people going on dates?
Because I'm just gonna sit by
Think
myself.
about it. What are you gonna do? Use their Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
There's better chicks on there.
That's right. That's how you do it. That's how you keep it juicy. Devin.
Give us your top 5 takeover so I can tell you how it's wrong.
All right. Well, number 5, Devin.
Hmm.
Oh, I missed this. Come back every week.
I know.
All right. So, all right. Number 5 is Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai. It was a pretty good match. It was a great women's match. If it was on the main roster, it definitely would have stolen the show. But you're on NXT, so you're getting shown up on. What are you talking, Devin? Please tell me.
It's a 3.75.
That is my number 4.
That's your number 4. How you
Ooh.
gonna? I know you're gonna put Breeze and Dream on number 5 then.
Yeah, bro.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, that's
All
the same thing with me.
right. All right. Well, it was definitely a good match.
You know what that means? You put the one woman's match at 5. It means you hate women.
Oh my God, Devin.
It means he's watching
It's
the
just
Saudi Arabia
common-
event.
Just
It's
because you
just-
don't have a penis doesn't mean you can hate me.
Hmm. Mm.
All right, but Io Shirai, she's showing why she should be on the main roster, teaming with what's her name?
Oscar.
Asuka.
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane and
Funaki?
Number 1 SmackDown announcer.
Sorry, Funaka.
no, they should be the Sky Pirates on the main roster.
And
beat
Oscar should
tag
be a
team
singles
champions.
competitor.
Yes, please. Like, damn.
Right?
That would make
Where have
more
they been?
sense. I don't know.
Where are the fucking Iconics? They haven't. You know how many times they defended the title?
0.
Once.
No, 0.
Oh shit.
Ed was. What did you say?
0.
Oh, so you're right.
Were you paying attention?
Listen,
Devin?
I got a question later. We're going to talk about tag team wrestling.
Where's
I
War
can't
Machine?
wait. If it's WWE, we're not gonna have much to talk about.
That's true.
We can talk about the SmackDown tag teams of no one.
The who?
The SmackDown tag
I
teams of
heard
no one.
Smack Team Tag
I
Teams.
know, it's like-
Said SmackDown. You can listen to this again tomorrow at _5 Star Podcast. The number 5.
5_
Oh,
You
Star
don't even know the fucking
Podcast.
URL.
I don't.
_8
That's
inches.
why I have to ask every week.
Boy.
All right, move
What
on.
is up with you in 8 inches tonight, Tom?
Because that's what he wants.
Right.
You stuck it down your throat.
Always 8.
That chicken really got you.
Yes.
All right, number 4 is the Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze. That was a great welcome back match for Tyler Breeze, and it definitely showed how underutilized he was on the main roster.
It was a good welcome back match.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
Dream won, and then he took a selfie with Breeze, kind of like a handshake kind of thing.
What's next for
Sign
Dream?
respect.
What's next for Breeze?
Dream,
I
would
heard
say
Breeze
Roderick
wants out.
I would say, yeah, no,
What?
that's
He
not,
asked to go there.
I
No,
know, but then I
the
heard.
Funko Pop thing was just him making jokes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, good.
But I think Dream's gonna be Roderick Strong, and Riddle's gonna go for Cole.
That's good. I didn't ask about Riddle. Oh, cool. I asked for Dream and Breeze.
Why don't you fuck yourself, Evan?
The two people in that match, I asked what are they doing next.
Tyler Breeze, he'll probably feud with.
Do you see him tag teaming maybe?
Maybe.
Like
Maybe
helping
go
some-
after Undisputed Era.
I think him and Kona Reeves would be a nice heel team.
True.
I think
They're basically the same person.
being a tag team, he can help other people while he's down there. I don't see him holding a title though.
I don't either.
Maybe the North American when Velveteen loses.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but he never had a title the first time around he was there.
He's in need of the first
He
time.
didn't. He was competing for the heavyweight title. For the,
Well, no,
the
I
main
know that,
title,
but I'm
like,
just
several
saying,
times.
Yeah,
I
great
just
fatal
feel like he
four-way
doesn't
match.
need a
Oh, yeah.
title. If
no, I don't
anything,
think so either.
if anything, he can have the NXT tag team titles.
But who do you see as Dream's next opponent? I would say a face.
Just said Roderick Strong.
yeah, I had 2 heels.
Velveteen's a babyface. He's not really anything.
I was gonna say he's not a
I
heel.
guess I
Still
see
love
him
him.
more as a. Yeah,
He's
I
a
guess,
tweener.
yeah, I guess so. His opponent could be anybody.
Yeah,
Keith Lee.
that'd be awesome. Dijak if he comes back from his
Ooh.
injury.
Well, that's what they were gonna try to set up
Yeah.
was him versus Dijak, but
That would
Yeah.
have fucking ruled.
I
Keith
agree.
Lee really impressed at the NXT tapings
The taping,
before the takeover against Kona Reeves. Speaking of him, nice Devin.
Excuse me.
How many times are you gonna yawn this episode, Devin?
I haven't yawned once, but now that you said it, I felt one coming on. What's your number 3?
Number 3, it's Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong.
Correct.
Yeah. Great
I
back
agree.
and forth Matt technical wrestling.
Great opener.
Yeah, definitely
oh yeah,
like any other card it would have been maybe top 2. But
It's insane that
Yeah.
a match like that is in the middle of the ranking.
true.
It's insane because that's a
So
fucking.
much
That
good
was an
match.
easy 4.5 out of 5 probably.
Some vicious backbreakers from Roderick Strong. So many great moments towards the end of the match.
just to interject a little bit. You saying that, right? That to imagine that it's the middle of the pack just goes to show you how superior the NXT brand is
True.
to the
Oh, it's
WWE.
insane.
Pure wrestling. On
It's
NXT.
insane.
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. That's everything AEW wants to be.
Yeah, true.
Pure wrestling. That's what it's all about.
Well,
Triple
there
H
is
gives them
story.
more
There is
freedom.
storyline.
No, there is
but
storyline, but I mean, it's
It's not convoluted and it's
Exactly.
not. It's not.
Yeah, Triple H definitely knows how to run
a
an
company.
organization.
I agree.
It was unreal. Yeah, it's crazy that match is. That was the 3rd best match of the night in anywhere
And it's easily,
else.
like you said, it's easily 4.5.
I just don't understand why Vince can't do the business aspect of wrestling and then Triple H just does everything else creatively.
Because it's not going to happen until he dies.
Exactly.
Still, I don't understand.
It's a
I
grumpy.
understand it, but I don't
Well,
understand.
You know what that match was? That match was good shit.
Yeah, good
Good
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
All right,
I want to start that chant at a indie show
Good
or anywhere else.
Shit.
Just everybody
That
start.
would have worked last night at Beyond. Are you kidding
During
me?
the Cassidy versus Shawn
This
Spears
is
match.
good shit.
Yeah. Next week,
next week.
All right.
all 3 of us.
Hell yeah.
Let's start
5-star wrestling podcast.
We're starting a chant.
We'll be there.
We're starting a trend.
Hell yeah. All right, move on.
Trending worldwide. Matt Riddle, he won with the power driver suplex. That was kind of a weird thing. He was acting like he's gonna power drive him, and then he did the suplex.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
like it was a tombstone.
Yeah, it was a tombstone, but it wasn't a power driver. It was a suplex, tombstone suplex.
It was a tombstone, and he slammed him on his back.
Yes, so a suplex.
It's like a front slam.
So a
Do you know what a suplex is?
Yeah, that's when you grab them over the head and into the shoulder, and then you.
I think it was
flip
just
'em
like a
over.
falling forward tombstone power slam kind of thing.
Whatever it was, Devin.
I don't really like it. I like the
I don't
I
mind.
think the power bomb knee strike is way cooler.
Bro to sleep.
Oh yeah, he hit the bro to sleep too, and
Yeah.
yeah, that was good. They both got all of their offense in. Their combos when they were out of control. Roddy hit him with the left with the right and
Yes.
fucking picked him up and dropped his ass.
Angle slam.
It was so good.
That was incredible. That match was just.
And that's only the middle. What was better, Josh?
Number 2, I gotta go with the ladder match, the tag team ladder match
Fantastic.
between Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish versus Blake and Cutler from the Forgotten Sons versus Only Lorcan and Danny Burch
Biff, 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 Biff.
and the
Which
Street
people
Profits.
started chanting.
Dude, they're playing Biff's song at Beyond for the opener. Like the opening song is Biff's song.
Yeah, I was at his last match at Beyond. It was unbelievable. He crowd surfed. His whole family was there.
That's awesome.
I got a shirt from him. I bought it from him, and I can't fucking find it.
That's
That
cool.
sucks.
It's in my house.
Probably.
We're here. Go find it.
Okay. Bye.
It's in my butt.
But Street Profits winning was one of the biggest pops of the night. The
Definitely.
Street
Yeah,
Profits winning. The
Montez
place
jumping-
erupted.
Jumping off the top rope into the ladder. That was
Seth
awesome.
Rollins did when Rollins won
Did
the
you
the
see
IC title.
Kyle O'Reilly's back?
Oh,
He
I
got
know.
fucked up.
Oh man, from hitting the ladder. Holy shit!
Did you know that they're already a 2-time NXT tag team?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Champs?
going for 3.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
They're tied for most.
that crazy ladder spot where the Forgotten Sons had the ladder on their heads, and Lorcan and Burch did the German suplex,
suplexes, yeah.
and the ladder almost flew and killed Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
The
was
Undisputed
amazing.
Era were not having a good night in that
No,
match.
Kyle, he got thrown off the ladder, and his jaw hit like the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, Fish was in a
He's-
sling afterwards.
Fish was telling him O'Reilly was telling Fish to climb the ladder, even though like Fish was worried about him. He's like, just go.
Yeah, that was
Um,
phenomenal. Just
yeah.
it wasn't.
That was like 4.8 stars.
And,
It was the timing and the pacing of that. I think was what's big. It wasn't just fucking spot after spot
No, it
after
was
huge
great
spot.
wrestling,
It
yeah.
was there was actual like a lot of intelligence going into it as well.
I agree. And even having what's his face, Jason Riker.
yeah,
Yeah, he came.
Having him
and
come out
they
was
all
really
turned
good.
on him. They all
Yeah,
started
that was
stomping him. That
awesome.
was really cool.
Yeah, that was.
he was
badass.
destroying everybody too for a minute.
He is fucking huge.
Yeah, he should be a world champion contender soon.
He is a monster.
Yeah, and his tattoos are scary. He looks like a scary biker gang.
I thought he was awesome when he was Gunner in Impact
I'd
Wrestling.
slap him right in his bitch mouth. I don't care.
I'm telling.
No, don't.
I'm gonna tweet him. Right
Don't
now.
actually tell him.
I'm tweeting him.
Don't tell him. Please.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
All right, and number 1.
Number 1 is of course Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Bay.
Hell yeah.
Lots of close falls. A Panama Sunrise onto the fucking floor was fantastic.
Oh my God.
Did another one inside the ring. I mean, I don't know how Gargano kicked out of the first one, but it's wrestling, so anything can happen.
Because he did it on the outside. Then he had to pick him up. Then he had
Throw
to
him in
roll
the
him
ring.
in. By the time you do it, they wake up.
I
The
would be
second
dead.
one was good because he hit it.
He,
Well, he failed the first attempt,
he failed the first 6 attempts.
but there was the sequence that he won the match. He failed the first attempt. Something happened. Then he gets back up, does another one, and then hits him with the last shot.
Yeah, Gargano just does a great job selling. I mean,
Yeah, he
his
does.
facial expressions to his wrestling ability to everything. That's another 5-star match for him. He's unstoppable.
That match was unbelievable.
I got to be honest. That's probably one of the greatest matches I've ever seen live. Like,
That's
Oh, that's the
match.
best match I've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Easily.
In person.
Easily.
Any other company,
But I-
Gargano would be world champion. Right
Oh
now.
my God, automatically.
He
And
was-
one of my biggest things though is was just how loud it was
that
for
pop
that
Adam
match.
Cole.
Oh my
The
God.
place started shaking. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know how they say that, like, but no, it actually was shaking.
And there was like an entire section tarped off across from us, and it was still.
And the
a
place
huge
was
pop.
still so loud.
Physically,
It was
shaking.
like-
it was nuts.
It reminded me of WrestleMania 33 when the Hardys came out.
I mean, imagine
That was
being
yeah.
at a WWE show and that happening with 15,000 fans every week. That's how it used to be when the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah.
Now, look at us now.
Now it's the shitty era.
Tell us your Raw top 5.
Oh, we're gonna segue. Oh.
It
Segue.
doesn't count if you acknowledge it.
Devin, shut the fuck up. I didn't miss you at all.
I know.
But come back next week. Raw top 5. It's a little less exciting than the takeover, of course. Number 5, I got Brock beating Seth Rollins down, but he didn't cash in. He just absolutely destroyed him, and it just seemed kind of pointless to beat him down and then say, hey, I'm gonna go to Saudi Arabia and then cash in. Let me go across the country and win a title. Like, what the fuck is the point of that? When you
I have
could
a bad feeling Lesnar's gonna win the title.
I have a bad feeling. Well,
In some point.
there's a dude on Twitter, and I can't remember who it was. I can look real quick. But he mentioned that Seth Rollins got beat down so bad that Brock should face Baron Corbin and then beat Baron Corbin for the vacant WWE championship. And then he should cash in on Kofi Kingston to win the other title and then become undisputed champion.
God, no.
That was the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. I don't understand. He was joking, of course, but like, fuck you, dude. Don't give Vince bad ideas.
Because he'll run with them.
The dude's name is I Am Charlie Chase. Shout out to you for having a terrible idea that could actually happen. I hate you for that. But Vince will probably say that is good shit, so congratulations.
Good shit.
Yeah, lots of good shit this
More
week.
belts on Lesnar, the better.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, number 4 is Drew McIntyre and the Revival versus the Usos and Roman Reigns. It was a decent match. It was pretty good.
The Bloodline.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Oh, that's what they're actually calling it now?
I don't know. It would be good.
Oh, Devin's just gonna...
That's a stable somewhere else. I don't remember.
He's gonna
where.
name it-
Oh,
name
Ring of
title.
Honor. That's a stable.
Oh, okay. Well, Devin's just making up names now, so that's cool.
It was on Instagram or
It took
something.
him 2 weeks to figure this out.
Fuck off.
McIntyre finally got a pin, but it wasn't on Roman Reigns. It was on
Of
one of
course
the
it wasn't.
Usos, yeah. So, and then after the match, all 3 of the Revival and McIntyre beat down Roman Reigns, and then Shane came out of nowhere and did his thing. And then did the same thing on SmackDown. So, hey, we like repetitive
Brand
shit.
split.
Yeah, like, if you're going to have a brand split, at least acknowledge that you're not going to do the same thing over and over again.
That's a question I have later.
All right. So number 3 is Triple H and Randy Orton's promo. I mean, even though it's a pointless match to have at Saudi Arabia, I mean, there's no build up to it. The only build up is that they've been attacked.
There's no
before.
payoff either.
Yeah,
like,
there's
what's the
nothing.
payoff?
Nah, I mean, Orton should win the match, of course, because there's no point of Triple H winning this match.
I picked Triple H to go over.
Well, fuck you.
That's what the Saudi prince wants.
All right, we can minus that question out.
They traded.
Only
we'll see.
I answered.
Yeah, well, whatever.
They traded some good shots, making fun of each other and stuff like that. Sorry, I got a cold. And yeah, so be not really interesting to see them wrestle again. But
Yeah.
moving forward, it's another match that I picked last week that happened again this week is Ricochet versus Cesaro. Another great match. Ricochet won again, and that's probably the end of their pointless matches, but it was a good run. They deliver every week. If you give them 15-20 minutes on a pay-per-view and let them go at it like NXT, they'll be the top match on the card probably. So why don't you make that happen instead?
Yep.
What do you guys think? Anything? No?
We'll ask that.
Raw put me to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, actually.
I don't even like really. I only watch Raw for the Firefly Funhouse.
Guess what number 1 is?
I know Firefly
Ed.
Funhouse.
Ed picked the number 1.
The Wyatt Gym.
Yeah, the Wyatt Gym Huskus the Pig was great, eating his chocolate.
Nice take on Husky Harris.
Yeah, and then Vince coming out as the devil. I'm gonna start using that as a picture now on people. I like that. Devil Vince.
You already did.
I already did actually. Yeah, actually I did it on that dude that I mentioned on Twitter before. Bray's Gym is a gym that everybody should join. Just saying.
Yep, I agree.
It should be very popular, and let's all.
So do you know that Naomi apparently is the one that provided the voice for the song
Oh really?
that's playing? Yeah, it's
That's
her
cool.
and
Oh.
Bray.
That's fine.
Nice. That's cool. little tidbit that you hear only on 5-Star Podcast.
Exactly.
Probably not. All right, moving on to my SmackDown Live top 5, and another lackluster.
I'll admit I totally avoided watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
I decided to see Godzilla instead.
And?
It was okay.
Nothing else?
Nah, I mean, the thing with the movie was, what do you watch a Godzilla movie for?
Godzilla.
Okay, and his battles, right?
In Japan.
Well, besides that, but you watch it for the battles, and, like, too many times they would cut out from, like, a fight scene into, like, some pointless dialogue and a dumb story.
Yeah, true. So, I mean, it's movies now, so.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt, did you guys see that R-Truth pinned Jinder Mahal while he was sleeping on the plane
No,
to
not
become
yet.
24/7 champ again?
For the, what, the 100th time?
4th time.
Fifth,
Fifth?
5th time,
I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, because 4th time was pinning Jinder on the golf
Jinder
course.
won on the airport runway, and
Yeah.
Truth pinned him while he was just sleeping on the plane.
I think the more important question is, was Jinder in his underwear?
I wish.
Was he in his wrestling gear like he was at the golf course?
Those thighs.
Calm down.
Okay.
All right, SmackDown Live top 5. Lars Sullivan's promo. He cut a very good promo. I'll give him that. He's like a Kane kind of character.
I could
I think
care
it's
less.
boring as
I'm
shit.
boycotting Lars Sullivan till the day he retires.
Well, for someone who hates everyone, I gotta give it to him that he cut a good promo. I just wish that WWE knew better than to put him against 3 luchadors
Yeah.
after
Who
all
are
the
not
racist
over.
shit. Yeah.
Well, that and you need to put him against someone who's over in order to get. You're not going to get heat from faces no one cares about.
Well, if you make racist comments, you will.
True.
That's true.
All right, number 4 is what Devin just mentioned, actually. R-Truth losing the 24/7 title to Elias in a lumberjack match, which doesn't really make
Oh.
sense to me. Because, there's lumberjacks and you got a 24/7 title, so why don't you just all run in there and try to pin Truth?
They tried after. That's why
They
he
tried
went
after,
under,
but
right?
but
I know it's stupid.
And then
It's
Truth,
so
and then
stupid.
Truth went under the ring and then pinned Elias again, which was kind of funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, so that was cool. Number 3, Kofi's promo to Dolph. Every week they basically deliver their promos together. I think
That match is going to be great.
they're gonna have another great match at Super Showdown.
Never been for the world title, right?
For the Intercontinental title though.
No, I know they've been fighting
And US
for
title.
years. Yeah, they've had so many matches. I mean, they've never had one.
Are they gonna be like the first feud to feud for all 4 titles? Because I think
maybe.
because they feuded for the tag team
It's a
titles
good
too, right?
statistic.
Yeah.
I would imagine so at some
Yeah.
point. Someone look into that.
Someone
Bodhi.
listen. Yes, Bodhi. Bodhi's first shout out.
A late shout out for someone who used to be on here.
I know, right?
He
Bodacious
was here
Bodhi.
last week.
I'm sitting in this seat. It's soaked.
He's in Wisconsin. He's in Wisconsin. All that juice.
Oh, is that where cheese is from?
I don't know who that is.
That's not cheese. The fucking food, not a person.
Well, I don't know, Devin. Maybe it's a fucking person.
Fucking
what,
hell.
What if it's somebody's nickname? you fucking
Where are the
idiot?
Packers from? Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yeah, he's in Cheeseland.
Did
This
you
dude's
really-
gonna be pooping every hour.
Did you really have to think about where Wisconsin is?
Yes, I didn't know if that was the home of cheese. Go
Oh
on.
my god. Fucking
The food, not the person.
Well, the person's there too, apparently. There's got to be somebody named
I
Cheese
love
in
you,
Wisconsin.
Shout out to cheese.
Shout out to Cheese. All right, so later in the night, Kofi and Xavier won their tag team match, and then Dolph did a super kick to them both to set up more into their feud and to light a fire under Kofi, who's going to obviously win at Super Showdown. He's not going to lose his title in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, I agree.
unless the Saudi Prince
So
wins.
it's up to the Saudi
Well,
prince.
it's up to the Saudi Prince.
Oh, I'm just
I
kidding.
think.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right, number 2 is Goldberg coming to SmackDown for the first time ever.
Lit.
He's the loser of that match has to stay in Saudi Arabia though.
Ooh,
Him versus Taker. Whoever
Yikes.
loses has to be the Saudi Prince.
that's a terrible stipulation.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's the way the rules are. I just made them up.
There you go.
Number 1 is Andrade versus Apollo Crews. It ended on no contest. I like Apollo Crews, so that's why I'm going to pick it as my
Well, I'm
number
happy
one.
that he got camera time.
Yeah, so...
We were at his last indie match. Remember?
Who? Apollo? Yeah, we were.
Do you remember
yeah,
that? Do you remember who we fought?
You a Nation. Who?
Biff Busick.
Oh, Biff.
Do you remember that?
Not really.
Okay.
That was at Beyond, right? No, that was at XWA.
XWA.
Yeah.
We played Frisbee
Oh, yeah, that was
with
so
Brian
fun.
Fury before the
Yeah.
show.
Are you serious?
And
Yeah.
Hardcore Jesus and a couple other
Julian
guys.
Starr.
Yeah, Julian Starr.
Wow,
That was
that's
fun.
pretty sick.
We were
Yeah.
there way too fucking early because we were so used to Beyond. You got to get there like 2 hours early outside the Fet. So we were
Yeah.
at XWA. We went to one show in the same place. This was years ago. We show up in the parking lot. We're the first fans there. They're playing Frisbee, and we're like, "Yeah, you guys want to play?" And they were like, "Yeah, all right."
We had fun, yeah.
It was we're playing for like an hour. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Brian Fury is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I miss him. He's retired now.
All right. Well, let's get into questions here.
Andrade stood tall, by the way, after hitting the
As he
Hammerwalk DDT on Balor. So,
As he should.
No.
Yes.
Oh, he hit it on Balor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Cruz. I am.
All right. So Mick Foley is saying that the third hour Raw will look a lot like the Attitude Era. That's what he believes. But with that statement, the 24/7 title, the wild card rule, has the WWE just lost its freaking mind?
Of course they have. They've lost their mind years ago.
Look who's in charge.
But I mean, it's just, it's like our ratings are dropping. So what do? Oh, let's make a wild card rule.
Were they teasing like TV 14 from 10 to 11? Because you can
Apparently.
do that on cable, I guess. When is that happening?
Who knows?
Probably
it hasn't,
in September. No. Probably when they move to Fox.
Right?
But it's just like, when are they going to get it? I mean, they're going to lose people subscribing to the network. They're going to lose more ratings.
I mean, there's countless people I've talked to who are wrestling fans, and they say they don't really watch WWE anymore. Like, they lost interest.
Yeah. They've become a garbage product. I mean, why is it that when AEW came with Double or Nothing, I was all on board?
Because it was great.
Exactly.
Because it was new, it was fresh, and the guys actually wrestled. It was like NXT. Like, it was actually like a fun event. Like, there wasn't any bullshit. There was just pure
That's what I'm
wrestling.
saying. Like, a lot of times I'll watch a WWE pay-per-view, and I might only like 2 or 3 of the matches, like, realistically.
Yeah.
I might think, okay, that one was okay, and that one was all right, but only really be excited about 2 or 3.
I think the biggest problem with WWE pay-per-views are that a lot of their main roster people get called up too soon, and they don't like a lot of there's like Liv
It's
Morgan.
more than just that.
No, but like Liv Morgan and Mandy Rose and Hodoway Jose and stuff like that. They're not like prepared to be on the main roster. But then
No, I agree, but then
you got guys like Adam Cole and Matt Riddle and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa and all these
who
guys.
are all ready to be
Yeah,
main
and-
roster guys,
Well,
but
you have guys on the main roster like Nakamura,
Yeah, and they're
who
not
should
used to
be
it.
in nothing less than a main event always.
But what about, but here, like you brought up Liv Morgan, right? But what about Ruby Riott? What was the point of bringing her up?
She's good.
But they don't use her.
Oh, she's injured.
Yeah, she's injured. Right
Yeah, but even when she wasn't injured,
she got title shots.
She got a title shot
title
against Charlotte
shots
and
but,
Ronda.
Yeah, but no titles. And then
She wrestled
Ronda
Ronda.
made her look stupid.
Yeah, I know.
That was so pointless.
Well,
I mean,
Ronda
if you
made her
want
look
to
stupid
bury
on
somebody,
a pay-per-view, and then the next night they wrestled in a real match. It was weird.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they realized at the pay-per-view, oh man, we fucked up. Oh, how about we fix it by making her look good on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, that just
No,
wasn't-
I know.
I mean, even last night when we went to Beyond, it was great action all the way through. Like, Joey Janela did great announcing. He was excellent.
Did he not wrestle?
Are you guys ready for another fuck fest?
Yeah, he was pretty hilarious. And then, like, when the cameras are off, he was just talking shit about David Starr the whole time.
Which was great. David Starr, if you're out there, accept his challenge for American Rana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on because I'm
LAX is going to
done.
be at Beyond next week, too.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
Oh,
So you're
That's
going
gonna
down.
be sick.
nice.
CM Punk recently trolled fans about signing with AEW, but let's be honest, doesn't it just seem like something is brewing
A little bit.
and that we might get CM Punk for what is it? It's all
All
out.
out. If he was to show at a wrestling event, it would be that one.
With a mask on.
No.
Straight edge superstar.
But, like, I don't know. Punk showing up for AEW would definitely help them incredibly. But does he have a UFC fight set up yet?
No, he's not. He's not.
So maybe he could be.
If there's any pay-per-view for him to show up at, it's that one.
Yeah, because it's in Chicago.
And people are starting to lose interest in him. I'm not saying like they're gonna like forget about him, but it's just.
No,
like,
I think he has the respect that if he shows up, fans are ready.
Yes.
I mean, when they hate a product.
Yeah, there will be CM Punk chants at that
Oh
pay-per-view.
my God, yes there will.
I want Virgil.
Yeah,
No,
nobody
you won't.
does.
Not even Virgil does.
All right, here's a quick question.
Is it about Virgil?
No, it's not.
Okay.
How quick is it?
Pretty quick.
Is it really?
Who, without looking this up on your
What am
phones.
I looking at?
No, without
Looking
looking
at
this
you.
up on your phones. Who are the current Raw Tag Team Champions?
Is it the Revival? No, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, right?
Yeah.
We haven't even
Okay.
showed up.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but
But
yeah.
I'm like sitting there like, okay, wait a minute. We've got the Revival and we've got the Usos fighting at Super Showdown.
who are
on
the
kickoff.
SmackDown?
Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
Oh yeah, that's
And we have no War Raiders or Viking Quest or whatever the fuck their name is.
Viking Quest. But I'm just saying, like, we have this match. Like, why isn't Zack Ryder and
Kurt Hawkins
a
on
part of that?
because they weren't shown on wrestling before that, so the WWE's just like,
But they're the tag team champions.
I get that.
it's so dumb. The Saudi Prince got a kick out of the Revival and Usos showering segment, so they wanted that match.
Hey, you know.
First match of the night.
Hey, they're getting juicy.
And what else? What the fuck else
Keep
is
it
it?
juicy.
No, I don't want a title match. I want to see these two guys who hate each other because of showering and.
Yeah, but you know what though? The Usos or the Revival should be the tag team champions heading into this. I'm sorry, I respect Zack Ryder, I respect Kurt Hawkins, but they've been tag champs for too long. Who have they defended the titles against?
The Revival
How long ago though?
a couple weeks ago.
More than a couple weeks. I'm
It
sorry.
was more
Or
than-
three weeks ago.
Too many.
Yeah, too many weeks ago.
They need to be on Raw, even if they're not defending the titles.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the tag titles don't exist anymore.
Vince hates tag teams.
Maybe, Thanos, the snap, maybe erased the tag team
Whoa,
titles.
I've never
Spoilers.
spoilers. Jesus, it's only been like what, a month since that movie came out?
No, I've seen them
It's
all.
been a
It's been
year
like a
since
year.
the snap.
The snapping.
Oh, my bad. I haven't seen any of them,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna act like.
Okay.
Stop your fingers. Do your thing.
In a match that is 10 or so years too late, Goldberg is set to take on The Undertaker for the very first time
Match of the year.
ever.
Casket match.
Why should the WWE Universe even give a shit?
Because it's Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Two biggest icons.
WCW versus WWE.
Yeah, but you got one that could potentially get murdered by a guy who can't wrestle.
It's a casket match.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Figuratively.
Yeah, figuratively it
It's
is.
different than.
So so you're going with Goldberg.
I
I'm
don't even
going
know
with-
who the fuck to go
You love
with.
Goldberg.
I do love Goldberg.
I'm going with Goldberg.
My
I'm
fellow,
going with
my
Goldberg.
fellow Jew.
I like I think Goldberg is better.
My juicy Jew.
Are you going with Goldberg? Unanimous?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, unanimous. All right, what are the chances that Andrade finally is the guy
He just
Zero.
went
that slays the demon?
No.
0.
Why would he be?
Why not? The guy is fantastic.
Stop.
It's the demon.
Make him lose at a meaningful show, not a house show.
Well, okay, I'll agree with that. I'll agree
Correct.
with
Yeah.
This is bigger than WrestleMania. What do you mean? That's
that.
what
I know
they're-
this
to
is
who?
the Saudi
That's
Prince
what they're
says
billing
so.
it as.
I don't give a fuck what they're billing it as. I don't see it that way. About
Oh,
half
right.
the WWE
'Cause
fans
you have fucking intellect. That's why.
about half the WWE fans aren't going to be watching it because it's in Saudi Arabia.
True. Does the Lucha House Party even make it into the ring before the bell rings?
I don't care.
No, but I'm just saying, like, can this match just
Fair
like
point.
miraculously not happen?
I guess so. I mean, I think Lars wins the match regardless and dominates.
He has to.
Yeah,
He has to.
Yeah, he has to.
It's going to be like a 2-minute squash, and then someone else is going to come out.
The
and then
Saudi
something.
Prince is gonna sit there and try to hide his boner. This big guy beating up all these little
Yeah,
guys.
they're going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, you are.
He's listening.
Who?
The Saudi
Saudi
Prince.
Prince. He
Yeah,
said he
He
loves our
listens,
show.
he listens to all podcasts.
Yeah, right.
So he sits down.
Seth
Well, tell
Rollins.
him to grow the fuck up and let Sami Zayn in his country, you piece of shit.
Well, you know. Anyways,
And John Cena.
Am I wrong?
no, you're not wrong.
Let John
but
Cena.
there's some like old, like I don't know.
Sami Zayn doesn't
Dang.
even want to be there.
I know, but he was also banned.
Yeah, true.
That's true. Seth Rollins is supposed to take on Baron Corbin.
Oh, that's
But
another
what-
match I don't care about.
Well, but what are the chances that Brock actually cashes in before the match starts and includes himself in the match, or he cashes after the match?
What are the chances Brock's going to even show up? He doesn't show up for 90% of Raw, and he's going to show up in Saudi Arabia?
He said
He hasn't
Friday.
missed one, I don't think. He's been in all of them.
He hasn't wrestled.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if he
he's
says he's
wrestled
going to
that,
show
though.
up, he's going to show
He
up.
fought Strowman, I think, twice.
In
Or
Saudi
once.
Arabia?
Yeah, he fought Strowman in Saudi Arabia. Remember he squashed the
watch
fuck
that.
out of him?
No, I don't watch
He
those.
F5'd him like 7 times one match.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, I never watched the Saudi Arabia. My bad. So maybe Brock will show up, but still, why are you gonna show up in a country when you literally had the title won in the United States?
You know why? Money.
Exactly.
I want $2 million like Goldberg.
I'll take $2 million to let the Tombstone.
Are we gonna get a
let Taker 69 Tombstone me.
Are we gonna get a stare down from Goldberg and Brock Lesnar?
No, we don't need that.
Do we need another 4?
That chapter is closed.
No, we
Yeah.
need another one.
Hopefully the match is quick.
Of course it will be.
Under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I hope it's at least an hour.
No.
And then
No.
they take time from Lars.
I would tell the
Both their
Saudis to
entry-
saw my head off at
Both
that
their
point.
entrances are gonna be at least 10 minutes.
Longer than the match, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, is it Dolph Ziggler's time
No.
to finally win, or is
No.
Kofi Mania? All right, whatever. Fuck it. I just
No,
want to
keep
ask the
going.
question.
That's okay. Keep going.
No, is Kofi Mania just too strong for Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, because it's in Saudi Arabia and this event does not count.
I think Ziggler was only there because Owens said he didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Which I think
Exactly.
Dolph Ziggler should be champ.
Eventually, but not
Yeah,
right
not
now.
right now. But yes.
I
Kofi
think
needs the title.
I'm picking Dolph Ziggler.
Are you really?
Bruh.
You're gonna lose.
I'm just kidding, bro.
No, you just take it. You just said.
This is why we don't. This is why you didn't want to do one.
This is official.
Yeah. Does Roman Reigns do what he normally does whenever he shows up
Yes.
to a
Who's he
match,
fighting?
or is the
No,
corporation
Shane.
just too strong?
Oh yeah, Shane. I think Reigns will win.
I think Shane should
Why
win
does he have
because
to
of help
win?
from McIntyre and.
Exactly.
Neither of them need to win at
No,
all
Not at all.
whatsoever. Both of them do
This
not
match is
need to win.
pointless.
Well, he's the best in the world, and that's where he
McIntyre
won
needed
it.
that win more than anyone, and he lost.
At Mania, we're still upset about that.
I'm very upset about that.
We're all still salty about that.
I'm very unjuiced about it.
All right, so
No juice.
no juice. All right,
Finally.
convince.
Oh, Devin's yawning, everybody.
There it
How
is.
many, Bodie, count that.
Number one.
Is that 2 or 3?
I think that was one.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's.
Bodie,
I'm doing better.
text us. Let us
All
know.
right. Convince me and our listeners why I should care about Bobby Lashley taking on Braun Strowman.
Because they're two massive men.
That
grabbing at
match
each
will
other.
be okay. I think Lashley should go over.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean,
I think he should win. Like, obviously, you're not going to give Strowman a title.
I think Leo Rush should pin both of them.
There you go.
What are we doing with the U.S. title?
What are we doing with any fucking title?
No. What was
Well,
announced
Samoa
on
Joe
Raw?
is the champ.
Joe's the champ now. Rey Mysterio relinquished it, and then and then Joe came in, put him in the coquina clutch, and then
They awarded the title to Joe.
yeah, because his shoulders weren't down at the last.
Oh, so Joe is the champ because Ray relinquished it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They missed a perfectly good opportunity to have a tournament.
true. That would have been great. Ricochet could
that
have been
probably would have been
fucking
good.
champ.
Cesaro.
Cesaro champ. Like they could have actually added the Cesaro versus.
I mean,
Ricochet
I wouldn't even
match.
care if Joe ended up winning it, but tournaments are fucking awesome.
Yeah, true.
I agree.
God damn it.
Bring back the King of the Ring.
No,
Uh,
the last 4 have been awful. One of them was exclusive to the network when Wade Barrett won, and like 8,000 people watched. It was
Yeah.
fucking brutal.
And then it killed his career.
Yeah.
Same thing with William Regal. He won it, and then he was supposed to get a world title shot, and then he got caught with steroids, and then never,
He got the IC title
never
instead.
got anything. Yeah.
Greatest wrestler to never be world champ.
Agreed.
True.
All right, so it is that moment of the
Other
show.
than Santino.
It is time for the 5-star.
Are we doing the
Moment of the
5-star
week.
moment
Yes,
of the
we
week? Oh my
are.
God, how? This
I
is-
get first, so no one else can pick mine.
Oh,
Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano.
Oh my God. Who would have
Adam-
guessed that one?
Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano.
Fucking idiot.
NXT Takeover
25.
25. Yeah.
You're a son of a bitch.
Yeah, who didn't see that one fucking coming?
Yeah.
it was
like I-
so fucking good.
It was so fucking
That's why
good.
Devin wanted to go first. Look at his face.
Ooh.
Looks like he's about to shit himself. Devin, you need to go to the bathroom? There's a bathroom right next
I'm
to
using
us.
Peyton's litter box.
There you go.
Nice.
Peyton, watch out, I'm shitting.
Juicy Josh, what is your 5-star moment of the week?
Well, of course, the juiciest of the 5-star moment of the week has to go to the tag team ladder match from NXT. Is that another one that you're gonna pick, Ed? Oh.
Well, I'm running out of options here.
Why don't you pick Dean
Pick something
Ambrose
from
and
Beyond.
Juicy?
yeah.
But yeah, the ladder match was excellent. I give it better than
It was.
versus Gargano. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you know what made the ladder match better? I think did anybody else have a little bit of lower expectations for it, just because like
Three unknown teams, kind of.
Exactly, like not to like the hardcore people, we know who they are, but to like an NXT audience going into TakeOver, the Forgotten Sons have gotten very little camera time.
We forgot you.
Street Profits had very little camera time. Like we know Birch and Larkin are great, but I don't think the four of them have ever been in a ladder match. So my expectations were, I was a little nervous going into it, but it fucking delivered.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is going into
Amazon on the day before you order something. Like the Amazon knows that it's gonna be at your house, so they just give it to you.
Shout out to Amazon.
Shout out to Amazon.
Right. I just felt like going to NXT TakeOver, I felt like Adam Cole versus Gargano was going to be the match.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and everything else had to kind of live up to that.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
I have another moment.
You can't pick two. Well, Ed, pick his fucking moment.
Let me go first.
I was interrupting.
So since everybody picked my moments, right, that I possibly could have picked, I am going to pick Chris Dickinson versus Josh Alexander.
You're gonna pick that over Orange Cassidy and Shawn Spears?
Yeah, because wrestling-wise,
you got a T-shirt.
I know, but wrestling-wise,
this is moment.
Wrestling-wise,
that should have been your top 5 moment.
It's okay. Like you should think that, but
sure.
I have a tie because I have a second moment.
Are we making rules now?
God.
Yeah, I make up my own rules.
You've named like 4 before.
No kidding. So my second moment.
My whole 5-star moment is everything that's happened in wrestling every single year of my fucking life.
My second moment would be catching the T-shirt.
There you go.
I have a second for Juicy Josh.
What's that?
Waiting for TakeOver to happen.
Shut up.
Asshole. What do you think I'm going to say?
Are you going to talk about waiting in line?
Waiting in line where?
Oh, never mind. Just go.
Wait. No. Now I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good.
Wait, what happened?
What's your moment?
I need
what's
to
your
know.
Moment,
what's your moment?
I'll mention that. I'll talk to you about it after.
No, we need to know.
No one needs to know.
Fine. All right, you guys went to a brewery beforehand.
Yeah.
And you walked into the gift shop, and there was a beer.
Oh.
Called Too Juicy.
Let me just hold this can in my hand real quick.
What does it say at the top there? Read that for me.
This Too Juicy can from the New England IPA says, "Enjoy immediately because keep it fucking juicy."
Yeah, it says keep it juicy.
Keep it juicy.
And it's by Two Roads Brewery.
Yeah, I got the T-shirt too actually, so I'm gonna keep it extra juicy
pretty badass
for the rest of my life.
I had Little Juicy, and that was really good.
Yeah, Big Juice was pretty good beer. I'm not gonna lie. I don't usually like IPAs, but it was decent.
Yeah, I agree.
I was not expecting to walk into a brewery and see the phrase "keep it juicy."
Yeah. I'm gonna need to trademark that real quick.
Yeah, you are. All right, so that does it for us.
It has 8.2 alcohol in it. I'm not gonna even drink it.
It has 8.2 alcohols in it. That's crazy.
8.2%.
Yeah, that's percent. That's high. All right.
I know he didn't say percent. He just said it like an idiot.
Right. So that does it for us. We will see you guys next week. Enjoy Super Showdown. Don't enjoy it. Actually, avoid it.
We didn't even talk about Bliss and Natalya were flown. They were flown there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that's what
probably not for anything.
We could possibly get the first ever, because they did a match last time, correct? But it was not televised or anything.
Yeah, it was not televised.
I think it was Bliss and Banks or something.
Yeah, they're gonna have to wear burgers.
Yeah.
Something, but you never know.
I was just kidding.
No, they have to.
You never know.
I know they have to
Sasha had to.
I know they have to wear sleeves and long pants.
Yeah, and everything.
That's how I like my women.
There you go.
I swear to God. That could kill you.
So like I said,
I'll cup it up.
Watch Super Showdown. Don't watch it. Watch Pro Wrestling Eve. That's facebook.com.
Watch Beyond
/Eve
every
Wrestling.
Wednesday.
Watch Beyond Wrestling. He interrupts the.
Don't go to the show.
This is Ed's moment. Leave him.
Don't go to the show because then you won't get a ticket.
That's right.
Ed, are you okay?
Oh,
I am fine.
If people go, they can meet us.
That's true. You can meet 5-Star Wrestling Podcast next week.
Do they want to?
Yes, they do.
They'll know who you are.
Shout out to Brian again.
There's the tall Jew,
our
dripping
new
in
fan.
juice. I wonder who that is.
There was a lot of juice flowing from my body last night
Oh,
because of
my
how
God.
we were standing. There was no AC.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, we'll see you guys next
Bunch of
week.
people. And
Bye.
Bye.
Juicy.